welcome to episode 120 of the Video Game Choo podcast. I am your host, John Machonsky, and with me this week, as always, is Michael.
Mm-hmm.
With me, for the second time in a row, we have Scott.
Hi!
How's it going, Scott?
I'm very excited to be here.
I'm glad you are, and we have a new voice. I was going to say new face, but you can't see her. You can only hear her. We have a new voice coming in on the Chooch airwaves. We have Ashley.
Hello!
Hi, Ashley. How you doing over there?
I'm doing pretty good. I just got off of my day job.
Nice.
Day job. Now you're here for your night job, dude.
Yeah.
No, it's nighttime.
Chooch.
For freight.
Chooch at night.
Chooch after dark.
Yeah, we're here to talk about nighttime games.
The After Hours Railroad.
Here to watch videos of Japanese ladies eating eggs.
I think we should stop doing that, in all honesty.
No, I don't. I really think we should
all right.
continue.
Oh my goodness. But no, Ashley, you are the second new hire that we have brought onto the site. We'll have the third on next week, most likely. But let's focus on Ashley this week.
Hey.
For once.
Yeah, for once. God. Why don't you tell our fair listeners a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I'm Ashley. I'm really big into kind of adventure games.
Nice.
And kind of like action games. I really like the Saints Row franchise.
Oh, hell yeah.
Good stuff.
I'm, into adventure games more so like the Gone Homes or Firewatch than maybe like the old, like Day of the Tentacle. But I still like those two.
Okay.
And I also have way too much time logged into WWE games. So much time wasted. So much lost.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully once you come onto the site and start playing some more stuff that we get codes for, you will be gaining time instead of losing it.
Hopefully.
You'll be learning. Be learning a little bit
Love to learn.
about yourself and the world around you.
I love self-reflection.
Yes, a little bit. I mean, you're gonna end up reflecting upon your choices after being here for a little while. Your choices such as deciding to join up with us.
Yep.
Asking why
did you
over and
send in
over
that
again.
email? Why did you do this to yourself?
I'm starting to ask that question right now.
Fantastic.
It doesn't stop.
Yeah, but no, Ashley, we are very happy to have you on the site, and we're happy to have you add whatever you want to add to the conversation. It's always good to have someone new on the site.
And I am very glad to be here. In all honesty, this has been a great experience so far, and I hope it will continue to be a great experience.
Give me too sweet.
Well, once we drop the facade. No. But like we did with Scott last week, why don't we get started with you, talking about how your last week has been. Ashley, what have you been up to recently?
Just in games or just in life?
I mean, whichever, I mean, if you want to talk about anything interesting that's going on with you, feel free to share, but, if you don't got much to talk about on that end, games are always welcome.
I've mostly been working.
Oh, boy.
I work at a library.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to work at a library. It was pretty great.
Yeah, it's a really cool little place to work.
Nice. Is it like a work study thing, or do you like straight up work for a public library?
I straight up work for a public library.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Spent a lot of time shelving.
I did a whole bunch of that too. I cleaned a lot of shelves in my day.
Yep, it can get a bit monotonous, but
It's a very nice activity with podcasts, or like with some music to listen to, and it's really chill and relaxing.
They do not allow us to do that.
Wait, really? Oh, wow, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Jeez, we need to like send in some letters to your librarians. Be like, listen, Video Game Choo will send in $1 a month if you let Ashley listen to some fucking tunes.
Listen to some goddamn podcasts.
What year
emails,
is it?
tweets,
What year is it?
Tumblr messages, angry Tumblr messages.
Send us some Snapchats.
My last job,
Yeah,
I could.
Snapchats in my ass.
My last job, I could listen to podcasts at work, where I was a projectionist,
Oh, sick.
Oh.
That's cool.
which was cool. But
Interesting.
then also it led to me watching a lot of really bad movies.
I also worked in a movie theater, and I never watched full movies, but I've seen the end of B movie like 90 times.
Yeah,
Because like you always had to walk in early to clean, to like just get ready to clean everything off and usher people out. So I know the ending to so many bad movies I've never wanted to know.
the highlight of that job was I once got to meet Jason Statham.
Oh, that's fucking great! Holy
Yeah,
shit!
apparently they filmed one of his movies around where that movie theater was and decided to have that as the premiere place.
That's beautiful. That's really great.
Yeah, and he's much smaller. He's much shorter than you think.
That's good. That's really good.
Jason Statham. Height. Wow. Okay. 5'10".
Oh, I could eat him.
He and I would be about the same height. He's
I'm
the
a
same
very
height
tall boy.
as. He's the same height as Sylvester Stallone.
Wow.
Thanks,
It's
Google.
just Shortman.
This is good stuff to know.
He's 48. All right, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, that's
That's been our episode of Jason Statham facts.
yeah.
Jason
Yeah, we're going a little too far down the Statham hole. Let's move on.
There's
Ugh.
no. You can go as far as you want. Honestly, there's no end.
But yes, Ashley. How about games then? What have you been playing lately?
I think the last kind of new game I played was Firewatch,
Nice.
which I really enjoyed.
Love that game.
Yeah, I don't know if I enjoyed it as much as some people did, but I still looking back on that experience. Really, I would recommend it easily.
Okay.
Without spoilers, how'd you feel about the ending?
So the ending didn't emotionally connect to me as much as it did with other people, and I kind of when I was experiencing that ending, I was like, oh, I should be feeling a lot more than I do currently.
Right. Yeah,
If you were
totally
to give
get
it
that.
some sort of score, say out of 5, what would you give it? And I'll compare that to the score that Niall gave it.
I would give it probably a 4 out of 5.
That's exactly what Niall thought. So
Okay.
there you
A
go.
literal 4 out of 5. No, I bring up the ending because a lot of people have criticized the ending of that game, and I didn't feel the big climax reveal of it too hard until I went back and considered everything that happened in the game so far, and it kind of explained all the weird stuff in really neat ways, and it gave more context to the characters than I previously had. It's really interesting stuff.
There is particularly one scene that when you're given context of makes it seem almost comical,
Yeah.
which I really like, and we can maybe talk about at a later date. Maybe for
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an interesting game, and I'm really glad I played it.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I enjoyed it a lot.
the other game I played is called Love is Strange. Which
Life is Strange?
No, it is a fan game of Life is Strange.
Oh, okay.
Where it was made by fans of the game, where that is another ending that I think has a lot of... I don't even know if love it would be an option, just a lot of accept it and hate it.
There's a lot of negativity around it. We should talk about that at some point too.
Yeah.
Because that's a really
I
good
mean-
game,
I mean-
and I wouldn't want to spoil that for anyone.
Just for example, on the site, I definitely know that Niall wrote his review and didn't like that ending. Kay wrote her editorial about not liking that ending. So, it seems to be very divisive.
Yes. And so this is a game that people have made and kind of, I don't want to say fix the ending, but it kind of investigates those characters in a different way. and the way it investigates those characters is through a dating game.
Oh,
All right.
That's great. That's great.
That sounds very interesting. So who do you play as in the game?
You play as Max, who you play as in Life is Strange.
Okay. And so you just interact with all the different characters. Is it specifically like just because I know that in the game the actual main game the pairing is with Max and Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just Max and Chloe in this fan game, or are you able to expand to other relationships?
You can expand to other relationships. There is at the beginning of the game, there is a kind of very naked mechanics moment of you have to pick not naked mechanics in that way. You have to pick a partner for your project of the week, and it just says on screen, who do you want to pick to spend the rest of the week with?
It just says, who do you want to fuck? It's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you want to be your partner?
Yes. And they just give you 4 choices.
I gotcha. That's an interesting sounding game.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to force you into a corner, but you've talked about maybe writing something up about that. I would be very interested to read.
Yeah,
your thoughts
I'm trying
on that
to
game in detail.
gather some stuff to make a full article about that.
Fantastic.
Do you know off the top of your head where people can play that? Because I would be very interested.
They have a Tumblr. I believe it is Love Is Strange VN. .tumblr.com, but that there may be some hyphens in there that may screw you up.
Okay. I'll look that up. That sounds really good.
Yeah, it is completely free, and it was made by an independent team that I think may eventually go on to do some original stuff.
Sounds cool.
They didn't name themselves Chloe Games Inc. They have a name that is nowhere based on Life is Strange, so I hope to see some more from them.
That sounds like a really interesting starter project to get your feet off the ground, to get your name out, and it's not piggybacking as much as taking its own perspective on this thing. A whole bunch of people definitely want to see after playing that game, so that sounds really cool.
Yeah, I would just go find a link to that, and we'll put that in the show notes in the description, so people can play that if they want to play it.
Yeah.
All right. So is that about all you have been playing, Ashley?
Well, I've also been playing WWE 2K16, but
hell yeah!
All right, we need to move on.
Yeah, definitely.
No. Go ahead and talk about it if you wanna. That's fine.
Here we go.
Just very quickly, there's that is my podcast game. I feel like everyone has that nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where I will just not even really play. I'll just plug in all of the people I want into their universe mode, and just click simulate until I get Santino's the WWE champion now. That's weird.
There you go.
Finally.
That's the way to go.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's just as someone who has a very kind of love-hate relationship with wrestling in general, which I think most people who are into wrestling have that relationship.
Yeah.
It's just kind of almost like a funny kind of side distraction.
Yeah.
I gotcha. All right. Well, that was all good to hear. Thanks for the update, Ashley. We will get back to you momentarily. Scott, how about we talk to you?
Sure. What you want to talk about?
What's been going on? Just what's been going on. It's been a week.
Things have been okay.
Okay.
I haven't really talked about my car issues too much on the show.
Do you want to talk about your car issues?
Not totally. I've been
You don't have to.
I bought a car and I've been trying real hard to get it fixed.
All right.
It was a bad decision, but I'm rolling with the punches.
The power of Chooch will.
Thank you.
We will channel our energies to hope that your car gets fixed.
Blessed be.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Namaste. But what else have you been up to?
On Tuesday night at 12 a.m., or I guess Tuesday morning, Dark Souls 3 came out. and I have done nothing but play that and work since.
Oh boy.
It has been nothing but Dark Souls in my life, and it's something else.
Has there been some sleep in there?
Not a lot, honestly, but I've been getting some of it.
Alright, well...
You gotta take that. You gotta take your Estus flask, your pre-order Estus flask.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll bring that with me. I'll fill that full of melatonin.
Now, see, I don't know, because I briefly forgot that you're gonna want to talk about Dark Souls a whole bunch. So
if you don't want to talk about Dark Souls, we don't have to. But
no, that's not it. That's not it. Maybe we should have other people talk first, and then we can save the Dark Souls talk for last.
Sure.
Yeah, but we should do that.
Sure.
So Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Hey there, buddy.
Hey, pal.
How's it going over there, muchacho?
Oh, it's going great, pal.
You got anything good to talk about from the weeks past?
I have these M&Ms.
Nice.
Do you?
Yeah. I'm gonna try these M&Ms.
What's your favorite color so far?
Well, these are coffee nut M&Ms. They're new.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
They are. You can buy these and vote for them, but I'm gonna try them so you don't have to.
All right, here we go.
These are
coffee nut.
It's coffee nut, which is also my stage name.
Good stuff. Hell yeah.
This one is light brown, like a coffee, and this one is off white, like it's dirty. Just put them in my mouth. I'm gonna put them in my mouth now.
Here we go.
You can hear them in my mouth.
Yeah, I can.
Don't make too many gross noises, please.
Chewing them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do they taste like?
All right. So, hold on. I gotta swallow it.
Okay.
Not choke and die.
Okay, please don't.
Okay. So do you guys know what M&Ms taste like?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what coffee tastes like?
No.
Yes. Wow. Okay.
It tastes like an M&M. With some coffee.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. Now we're gonna.
That has been.
Nope. We're still going.
Oh fuck! What?
This one's called Chili Nut.
Ooh.
Wait, you bought all three?
No, only two.
Oh fuck! Come on, Michael. Jesus.
These are Chili Nut. These come in. This one's orange. This one's red, and this one's a brown.
Oh boy, do you have water? Because I don't want you to I don't want these to be spicy, and you'd be like.
I have water, but I also have this. I don't know how to pronounce this. It's either pronounced Bay or Bai.
What? How's that spelled?
B-A-I.
B-A-I.
Mm-hmm.
B-A-I.
Bye, I guess.
Yeah, bye.
So I'm having a nice can of Bai.
Log off.
Sparkling antioxidant infusion. It's flavored water.
Oh,
all right,
okay.
here we go.
All right.
Chili Nut.
All right, here we go. Chili Nut.
Feeling that nut.
This is what happens in a windy day on Chicago. Chili Nut. There we go. Oh. All right. Chewing it.
Here we go.
Chewing.
Come on, baby. Mm-hmm. Give me the nut.
What's it taste like? Stop.
So far, it tastes like an M&M.
Okay.
With a nut in it. Oh. Little tingle on my tongue.
Nice.
Okay.
A little spice. Getting hotter.
Oh, shit.
Oh. It's a slow burn. Slow burn.
I mean,
I can dig it.
I swallowed it. I can feel it burn as it goes down.
Hell yeah.
A slow nut. Fuck off.
You know what? That tastes like an M&M with that's just spicy.
I can dig it. Now there's a third flavor. I completely forget what it is, but it's another kind of nut.
Is it mint?
I think so.
It's mint or honey. I have honey, so I think it's mint.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. The chili one's pretty good.
I might try those. Probably not on a podcast, but,
I mean, crunchy candy on a podcast, what could go wrong?
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
We should just all whip out our nuts and go to town.
Shh. Stop.
I didn't know that this was...
Listen,
okay,
I noticed our clean rating. I noticed the clean rating, and I'm just trying to stretch it as far as I can.
Yeah. Did y'all hear about that like really weird radio prank that happened like a week or two ago?
No.
Oh,
Letters and now radio. What do you like? What year do you live in?
Stop. Fuck.
was this the one with the furry audio?
Yeah, someone hacked a radio station and like piped through an explicit furry podcast.
Nice.
And it just went on for like 2 hours.
That's fucking
They're
great.
explicit furry podcasts.
Of course.
Yeah, I it was especially funny because the poor explicit furries had to like apologize because they were like we make this audio for a very niche audience and this was not supposed to be put on the radio.
Oh,
we are
boy.
very sorry for whoever did this to y'all should be ashamed. And it's like, God,
That's really good.
it's really funny.
But I did stuff this weekend as
Nice.
well.
All right, let's hear about
I
it.
didn't just buy M&Ms.
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
else did you
shit. Okay.
No, I mean I should have. Like that's probably I probably should just be buying M&Ms and eating them every day. But
Exactly.
yeah, I went to a friend's concert on like Sunday.
Nice.
That sounds right. That was fun. Got to see a friend who normally plays like open mics actually play at like an actual venue that requires to see your ID and stuff. So it was
nice.
interesting to see that kind of evolution of someone who plays music, and also to get to sit behind the merch table is also fun.
Ooh.
So
That does sound cool.
I did notice a lot of vaping.
All right.
I've
And
not
I have
been to a concert since the invention of vaping, so I can only assume that it must fill the air.
I mean, like this was a dive bar, so, and I don't mean like this was a bar that wanted to be a dive bar. Like there is only one sign on the outside of this building that lets you know that that's the place to go. Like. Like
real good.
you wouldn't like it, and it's not even like next to the door or anything. It's like up a bit and to the side. So,
Uh-oh.
and it's kind of very obviously worn, so it's been there a while. And the key to knowing if you're in a dive bar or not, or a wannabe dive bar, like a lot of bars will kind of pretend like, oh, we're a dive bar. The key is the bathroom. If you go into the bathroom and you're like, oh, I don't have to go to the bathroom anymore. That is the key of like, oh, it just, there's holes. Like the lock on the bathroom, you close the bathroom door and you turn to lock it. Mm-hmm. There was the place where the lock used to be, and then up above was the actual lock.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
That's
And
good.
That's a dive bar.
That's
Yeah.
good stuff.
So it was, I mean, I don't mind those kinds of bars. And this was not in like a seedy part of town or anything. We weren't even there that late, so it wasn't like I felt like, oh, I'm in the bad place. It was more like, oh, I'm in a place that makes a lot of money off the bar and doesn't give a shit. I did notice the correlation between like everyone who was vaping just so happened didn't have an over 21 wristband. So I was just sitting there like, oh, those are cigarettes. That's all that fucking is now. Is they don't have to go outside
Yep.
for their cigarettes anymore. They don't have to be the 18-year-old standing outside pretending to be older.
Right.
Got it. I got you. All right, kids. I'm gonna go get my $3 PBR. See you later.
You've got those kids' number, and I can feel you.
I as soon as I saw vape cloud smokes, I was like, oh fuck, like, really? And not even like across the room, just like right next to me. Just really.
Yeah, of course.
Like no. So it was fun. Like I don't go out and I tend to stick to house parties. That's my kind of thing. Just going over to a friend's place with a bunch of other friends and drinking a lot, but occasionally going out to a nice proper shit bar is fun. So
Right.
and they did well. So
That's good for them.
it's weird to
good.
see your
Yeah.
It's weird to see your friend have like T-shirts and CDs and like in a venue. It's kind of surreal
Yeah.
in a neat way. So
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
and I drank a lot of PBR. So
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Yep.
world we live in.
PBR fucking tastes nasty. Anyways,
not
I also
great.
played video games. No, PBR sucks. And I played video games.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Show me the games.
Show
Let's
you
hear
them?
it.
All right,
Tell me these Don't show. Tell. This is a tell show.
Fine.
Not a show.
Not a show and show. It's a tell and
Not
show.
a show and show. It's a tell. It's a tell show.
Was
I
it
played more
television show?
Factorio. This is television. Yep.
This is on TV.
It's
Michael,
on-
what did you play?
It's on Logo, or I'm trying to think of like a really
Obscure.
like obscure
It's on Access.
IFC. Access is
There
a
we
good
go.
one.
The El
Hold on,
Rey
let
Network.
me open my guide.
Oprah's channel, the O.
Oh,
Velocity.
shit!
It's on Destination America.
Oh no, we're not that bad. Come on.
Right before TNA.
Yeah, there we go.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not on
I
Destination
played some more
America
Factorio.
anymore.
They're
Oh,
not
God.
Yeah, let's hear about
anymore anymore.
Factorio.
All right. Yeah.
I've played more Factorio. I've gotten farther in that game. I've kind of completed the little career / tutorial, and
Nice.
after that, I kind of felt lost in it. So I kept pushing forward, and now I have all 4 sciences. I can make all 4 sciences, and the game ends when you launch a rocket. I think I maybe have 20 more, maybe 15 more technologies to discover. So
Nice.
I've actually somehow like brute forced my way into the end game. But like a lot of that game isn't really trying to get to the end. It's trying to get to the end efficiently without doing any work.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I am not doing that. So
Oh, what are the 4 sciences? What did they boil it
They're-
down to?
no, the sciences are like items that you can create. There's a red, a blue, there's a red, a green, a blue, and a purple. And so each one requires different items to put together. And the higher you go up, the red one is like 1 processed item and 1 like metal. And then the blue is like 2 processed items. One's real easy to make and one's real complicated to make. And then green is even more complicated. And you can gather all the stuff yourself and make it yourself in your crafting menu, or you can set everything else to automate. And that's when things just kind of start moving for you. But it requires a lot of like planning and forward thinking. And because I only knew to like how to do red and green, and finally got the blue, it's just like it's like this really nice setup factory, and nice I use with like quotes because it's not very nice because I built it.
Right.
And then after some point, it's just like, I don't know, a train goes over here because I wanted to see how trains work. And then I've got a car, but I never use it. And like I'm starting to run out of coal, and that's powering everything. But I also have a bunch of solar panels randomly placed. They kind of work. And I have power lines going out in the middle of nowhere because that's where turrets sit to kill aliens. It's just a fucking... I think I've used this term before. It's spaghetti thrown at a fucking wall. That's all it is. But it's mine.
No one's gonna
Played
fucking
a
nab
li-
your spaghetti.
Better not. I played a little bit of Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
No.
So
Oh,
I know.
no.
Wait,
we
you
announced
played
this a
that?
while ago. Yeah, we announced this a while ago
Okay.
that John and I would do I forget what he called it, what the site term for it is, but that we would let's play Spyro. And unfortunately, John and I are forgetful assholes. So the other
Blame
night,
me. It is mostly me. It's okay.
I've completely forgotten half the time. But so I told Niall, like, why don't we do a let's play of Indigo Prophecy? And he was like, yeah, of course, because he loves David Cage and I don't. And then I put my money where my mouth is, and we're recording a let's play of Indigo Prophecy. So we recorded a little over an hour the last week. We'll do some more either tonight or tomorrow. And yeah,
I'm real proud of you,
Indigo
boys.
Prophecy.
I
Indigo
have
Prophecy.
only played a demo disc of that game, like on PlayStation Magazine,
Right.
and that also starts with David Cage being like in a diner, going like, "Hey, here's my game."
This also starts with David Cage. Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything. We'll get that edited, and we'll get that hopefully up. I don't know when, but Niall and I will start recording them so that we get a few in the bag and start handing out episodes.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Excited to watch
Yeah,
those.
I am-
'Cause God.
excited to not participate and just watch those.
The only thing I know about Indigo Prophecy is that gif of David Cage dancing with that girl in underwear, and that's just... that's... Whew.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. I don't want to find it.
It's in the Slack somewhere, I think.
I just meant in the game. Like, I don't know where that is, and I don't want to find it. I don't know.
David Cage going hard as hell.
Yeah. What else? What else have I played? I think that's about... Oh! I know what I played, and I made you and Niall watch it.
Oh, no!
I played some of that Battleborn beta.
I've been hearing not great things about that.
Do any of you play any MOBAs?
Not really. I actively hate them.
Sure. I mean, I've put, I'd say, a little over 100 hours into Dota, usually playing with friends.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine with friends. And I have played League with friends, and I actually enjoyed playing Smite, even though I haven't played it a lot. Battleborn is MOBA, like all of those. But damn, if that game is not a fucking mess.
Boy. What are the ways in which it's a mess? I want to hear.
It just looks like a mess. Like in Dota, and I think it's the same way in League. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's the same way in Smite, where it's 2 teams of 5. You go down 3 different lanes, and there are towers, your towers, and then the middle, and then 3 lanes that lead to your enemy's base, and they have their towers. That's the general gist. And minions spawn from both sides, and you have to take your minions and your team through the towers to your enemy's base. That's it. So, and most of the time when you pick your team, the other team can't pick that hero. That's not the case in Battleborn.
Oh boy, okay.
So, I would see my teammate's character on the enemy team, but it would look relatively the same.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good for any multiplayer game.
From a first-person perspective, without like a huge like red name above it, which it didn't have, the health bar looked different. That was it. I couldn't always quickly tell. And if I kept playing, maybe I could tell, but it was not fun to play that way.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah.
So there were times where I would see an enemy, and like the enemies are different sizes, the characters are different sizes. So like I saw one of the characters who's smaller, and I could see the character in the frame of my viewpoint, and I'd be like, okay, that's an enemy. Out of the side of my view, I could see what I thought was my teammate, who was a big dude with a Gatling gun.
Right.
No, that was the enemy guy with a big Gatling gun.
Fantastic.
So I'm thinking 2-on-1. The minimap's tiny as shit in the top right corner. You could barely see that unless you're up close on it. That's another part of the problem is the UI. So I go in on this one character, and like I'm thinking like, man, I died real quick. And as soon as I die, I like it starts giving me a camera. It's like, oh, there wasn't just that one enemy. There was the guy next to me, and then there was a third enemy I didn't see.
Oh, nice.
I can't see up on this ledge, and they dropped down and killed me. So I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Like,
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Look at my mini map, but then I would have missed the enemy I was looking at. Like, it just didn't make sense. A lot of the UI was just a clusterfuck of just. I didn't know where to look for half the stuff.
Yeah.
Like I didn't. So I played the story mode the first time I played it, and I played it in multiplayer mode the second time I played it, and it's kind of a mess. The story mode's more co-op, and you just fight waves of enemy. I thought that was actually fun.
Okay.
I actually thought that was fun because you're progressing on a map.
Sure. Okay.
So you're not just sitting in one spot. You're progressing through a map. And you are babysitting a robot, spider robot, and you can upgrade the spider robot to have temporary like better turrets or like healing factor. You can place turrets around the places. Well, in multiplayer mode, that robot can't be upgraded and is your tower.
Oh, jeez.
And the maps aren't like the Dota map where it's like here's 3 clearly marked lanes. No. They're just, if I think about it in my head, I don't know how that map was laid out, and I played an entire round.
That's rough.
I don't know what Gearbox thinks that game is, because it's just a poorly implemented, and I don't want to say poorly, it's just an average MOBA, and it's
with a lot of like really poor design choices. It sounds like.
Game design choices.
Yeah.
And it's very Gearbox. Like the spider robot that is your tower, kind of has little quips.
Oh,
your character has little quips, and that's nothing different from MOBA where characters and things have quips and things they say. But it's very Gearboxy.
So it's bad.
I never hated Borderlands 1 or 2, and I think like the vitriol and hate that writing gets is over the top. But I also see
there's a lot of good there's a lot of good aspects in like Borderlands writing that's genuinely funny, but for the most part, especially in 2, there were just flat out memes, and it was the most irritating thing in the world.
Sure, but like that's it was still fine. Like that game isn't bad because of it. Like if it's it's annoying.
It's bad for a lot of reasons.
It's annoying, but the story is not why you come to Borderlands anyways. So like to complain about the story is like it'd be like complaining about the story in a MOBA. Like it doesn't matter. So some of the quips were just kind of like, that's not funny. That's just a quip. That's a pun. Great.
Yeah.
So it's very Gearboxy in that way, and it even looks like there were moments where I thought like this just looks like Borderlands. Like okay, now I just want a Borderlands 3 because it would look incredible.
Sure.
Like, there were things that you can smash and like shards break out, and I was like, oh, these look like the shards and crystals you'd collect in Borderlands. It just kind of looks like that. I was just nonplussed by it. Like I was unimpressed. Just I didn't act it. Like I keep thinking about like maybe I should go play it some more, and I just like nah. Like I don't hate it. I don't like if somebody said let's play, I'd be like sure, but I don't like enjoy it. Like if other people played it, I probably would sit back and be like, yeah, hey, I'm over here. Let's take this guy together. That would be more fun. But almost any game can be fun with other people who you enjoy it with. So like Brink.
Yeah,
So if you have a copy of Brink, let's play together.
You know what? I genuinely enjoyed that game for the week I had it until it got stolen.
If only it had not gotten stolen, we could have had like a Chooch Brink.
Who stole Brink?
Series.
Like
Fucking
sell it back for like 65 cents so that they could sell it for like $1.20. Like, who stole Brink?
I don't know. Like someone like okay, my like room where I kept all my games and stuff was literally like the shelf was literally right next to the back door, and sometimes that back door is unlocked. So I can imagine someone like opened that up and just straight up took Red Dead Redemption and Brink from me. Brink I wasn't too upset about. Red Dead though, that was heartbreaking.
I was about to like say if it was just Brink, I just imagined someone like walking through the neighborhood, like looking into your like window and be like, "Oh no, that person had Brink. I'm going to do a public service."
This is for your own good, buddy.
Like, oh, sweet, Red Dead Redemption. This game's great. I can't wait for the sequel, Brink. I'm gonna go fucking snap this in half and throw it in the lake.
Yeah, are you sure that someone didn't just like throw it into the bushes or something? Like they went to grab Red Dead, they accidentally grabbed Brink, and they were like, "Fuck," and just like threw it.
God
like,
damn it! I don't know. That was years
Brink?
ago.
Sorry, now I'm just thinking about Brink. Let's stop talking about Brink.
I have to look it up because I remember it actually being like a prominent developer that was.
Yeah,
that was,
I remember the
close.
E3 teaser. I remember
Bethesda?
the E3 trailer, and I was like, "Yeah, this is dope." Anyways,
Bethesda?
Who knows?
Was it? I think Bethesda published it.
Let's stop talking about Brink.
I'm already looking it
Talk
up.
about whatever we want. This is our podcast.
That game is not worth remembering what we're talking about.
User reviews mixed.
Wow.
Brink is my favorite iced tea.
It was splash damage. Splash damage made it.
Yeah, and Bethesda published it. Yeah. That's so disappointing for them.
What did Splash Damage also make?
Let's see here.
They made the Batman games,
Enemy Territory. Doom 3.
Ooh.
Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Jeez. They got some pedigree. Yeah. And also they made Batman Arkham Origins, apparently.
Yeah.
They must
have worked on it. They didn't make that.
Yeah, they worked on it.
It says
WB Montreal.
It says that's listed as a developer.
They might have put something into it, but
or
no.
ported it, or who knows?
Oh yeah.
Well,
It says they're both developers. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably
All
a
right.
port job.
So, Michael, did you
Yeah.
play anything else?
Trying to think. I don't think so.
Okay.
You just watched me play Minecraft for a bit.
Why?
Yeah, that was fucked up.
I didn't spell your name out and burn it.
Yeah, thank God.
That's still there. I can record
Great.
that and put that on video if I wanted to.
Do you guys have a
Great.
server?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so, at least.
It's my Xbox. It's on my
Oh.
Xbox
okay.
One. Though we could easily do a server if we wanted to.
That would be. You know what? I don't hate Minecraft. I don't
Official
hold.
Chooch
yeah.
Minecraft server.
Yeah, maybe.
Minecraft's fun.
I was in like a small group of like Minecraft Let's Players for a bit, and it was a little embarrassing. But we did have our own server, and the dude who ran it was super fucking cool. He
Okay.
it was, I don't know if you guys know Davo. He was on Retsupre for a while.
Yes, I know Davo.
Yeah, that was his server, and he would constantly go out of his way to put in like really interesting seeds. I remember the last one we had just straight up an island seed, and our starting area was just a tiny island, and we made the best out of it, and it was really rad.
That's cool.
Yeah, because we had to actually go underwater to mine stuff. It was neat.
Yeah, I was always
That
more
sounds cool.
of a Minecraft hermit. I would just kind of build my own little place,
Mm-hmm.
and just anyone who dared cross in front of me, I'd chase them off.
Yeah, I really like those community servers though. Just having like being able to log in, at least with a small group of friends, just like logging in, looking around, seeing what people have changed was always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. I think that's all I've really played.
All right. Well, I haven't really been playing too much that I can talk about. Again, I'm sorry.
How can you say how far along you are in Valkyria Chronicles?
Nope.
No, you can't.
Nope.
Still on the menu.
I mean, I can't talk about it. That's what I mean.
Yep, I know.
But, keep playing The Witcher 2, or The Witcher 3
Nice.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
God, I don't know. Like, every week I say that I love that game, and every week I mean it more and more. I don't know. That game is incredible.
It's a really, really good game.
So I think it is finally time.
Oh shit!
Scott,
All right.
let's get into that nitty-gritty.
Here we
that
go.
Dark Souls 3 talk.
All right. I want to
Let's hear
know
it.
what questions you guys have about Dark Souls 3 before I just start gushing about my experience.
I was about to say, like, how should we do this? Should we just ask you questions
Yeah,
from like three people who maybe don't like fucking give that big of a shit about Dark Souls?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I specifically had you on this podcast because I don't give a flying fuck about Dark Souls, and I need someone who does.
Okay. Well, it came out the American release came out on the 12th, and
Yes, it did.
I have been playing it nonstop. I highly
So okay, I have some questions.
yes.
Okay.
So like, what's your history with Dark Souls? Like, have you been playing since Demon Souls all the way through to Bloodborne to this, or are you like a Johnny Come Lately of like Dark Souls 2?
I started with Dark Souls 1. I kind of just had no idea really what that game was, and I jumped into it and immediately loved it. Well, I don't know. I can't remember like the beginning of my experience that well because I've been playing it like nonstop ever since. It's Ashley mentioned before like podcast games, and I do the same as her. I'll pop in WWE as well, and also just listen to podcasts. But every now and then, Dark Souls is a good podcast game for me. I'll just like hop in, fight some bosses, kill some people, and it's always enjoyable because even when you're dying, you feel like you're making progress. But
are you like a big lore person? Like, does the lore actually matter to you, or is it just sort of whatever you pick up when you play?
It does. I've watched quite a few of those Vadi's videos.
Fuck. So you're one of those people who like don't show me your armor set. That's a spoiler.
Basically.
Fuck, you're the worst kind of person.
Kind of. I was really, really bad about it for a while, because I was kind of telling my friends, listen, this is the exact way you should play Dark Souls for maximum enjoyment.
Oh, no.
Oh,
They
no.
hated
You're
me
a bad person.
so
You're a bad
much.
person.
But I've
Yeah,
really,
because you're a bad person.
I've really mellowed out on that, though.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, you're not talking about it. We'll wait till Ryan.
Yeah, no,
Fuck.
we're gonna talk about your employment.
No, yeah, I've really, really been enjoying these games. I started with Dark. I played Dark Souls 2 and ardently defended it for a while, and then I played Demon Souls, and now I hate Dark Souls 2.
Jesus.
And I spent literally all of last year playing Bloodborne. I have like 7 characters.
Jesus.
So, like, what, like, someone who clearly knows the differences, I played Dark Souls 1, and then I didn't really get into it, and then I played Dark Souls 2, and that was probably the farthest or most into any of those
Sure.
games I ever got.
Sure.
For someone who maybe doesn't know every inch of those games or cares, like, what is the difference specifically between 1 and 2? I know 1 and 2 are like hugely different to people who know.
2 is
but,
such like a
what-
weird standout gap from the rest of the series.
What makes like 3 different from? I mean, without going into like, hey, Bloodborne had a gun. Like, what makes 3 distinctly different, or is it distinctly different from like those other Souls games?
It's weird because it's not distinctly different. It actually feels like the straight up direct sequel to Dark Souls 1. It feels like what Dark Souls 2 should have been. Because it takes like literally the same exact mechanics. It takes some of the mechanics from each of the games after it, from Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne, but largely you can tell it comes from the Demon Souls, Dark Souls lineage. And it's like the third of those games. And it's kind of really great in a lot of ways, but this one in particular is, I don't want to say grating, but it almost feels like they do way too much pandering. Like, they go out of their way to just go up and name someone that's been in Dark Souls 1, specifically to Dark Souls 1, none of the other games. And like, there was one instance where there was a maiden who was trapped somewhere, and then there was a dude in silver armor with a large hammer, and then, like, I linked those two together and realized, oh wait, this is a Demon Souls reference, just not even hiding it. Like, they just go out of their way to reference the older games so many times in this one, and it's kind of annoyed me a little bit, because I wish they wouldn't do that as much. I wish they'd take that and iterate on it a little bit more.
It sounds like it's almost, like, impossible for someone to hop in on this one. Like, all the other ones, like, I mean, maybe not completely impossible, but, like, I don't know, like, I played a small bit of Dark Souls, and I played a small bit of Bloodborne.
Right.
And playing those two, I got pretty much everything that I would have gotten from them. Like, I didn't feel left out, but I almost feel like playing, if I tried to jump into Dark Souls 3, there would be so many nods and winks. They'd be like, oh, ha, remember, back then, I met a guy just like you. And I'd be like, who? What?
Yeah,
No,
but like,
there's nothing...
And like, correct me if I'm wrong though, but like, there is story in Dark Souls 1 and 2, but like,
Totally.
it's not overt. Like,
Yeah, it's
a lot of the lore is through like reading item descriptions. So unless you went like through and did all that in Dark Souls 1 and 2, like Dark Souls 3 would still be, or remembered a bunch of character names, or knew exactly what was happening in the fucking crazy ass cutscenes. Like, wouldn't you, like, let's say because I played a good chunk of Dark Souls 2, I had no fucking clue what was going on, but I still got it because I feel like those games are more focused on their design, and the lore and everything else comes sort of second. Even though I know it's very important to people, I feel like if you play those games, you're like, I'll play another one of those games because I like their game design.
Right.
I feel like you don't need to even care about the lore. You could just jump in here.
You don't...
Is
I feel
that
like
correct?
second is giving it too much. That comes like fourth or fifth.
I don't agree.
Yeah.
I do not agree with what you're saying at all, but I totally see where you're coming from because what's the word I'm thinking of? Because the abstractness of it kind of just seems like it's shoehorned in, but you can tell through like environmental storytelling, oh, this is the story this item referenced. Or you can find these
Sure.
things in the game.
Yeah.
And you can find them in each game. which is really interesting stuff. But
I think the only thing I have, like, and I guess we should actually let you talk about Dark Souls 3 here in a second. But I think the only problem, the only problem I think I have with that is like, because sometimes that stuff is so subtle, and like you have to stop and read item descriptions, or like talk to a person 5 times in a row before they tell you something, or give them a specific item you find over here that you don't know those two are linked. Mm-hmm. Because it is almost too subtle sometimes. Like, to the game and to the designer, it might be important. And to, obviously, players, it's important. It's just, because it's so, I guess, well hidden, like, as someone who, I don't even want to call myself a casual player, but as somebody who isn't going to put the effort into fucking reading either wikis online or forums online, or to just bang my head against it that long. Like, to me, it's like, if this were that important to you, I would know it as someone who put in like 12, I forget how many hours, 12 to 15 hours in Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get any, I got some of that, but I didn't get a lot of it. And because I didn't get a lot of it, I feel like, well, you weren't trying that hard, because I didn't get any of that shit. There's a fucking monster in that room I have to go kill, and then I can go on to more monsters to kill them, and then I level up. Like, that's to me the core of that game.
Yeah, the lore in these games, like, it's similar to the lore in every game. Like, a lot of them have really abstract backstories that they don't go out of their way to tell you. Fallout has a whole ton of that. Like, it's all done through text logs.
But Fallout also has, like, main story that you have to follow,
but
it has story beats.
All the Souls games have that. It's just way more subtle. Like, there are characters that will straight up tell you, listen, this is what you need to do. You need to go over here and do this thing.
Needing to do isn't a story all the time, though.
Sure.
Like, go to Undeadburg and kill this thing, or go to Undeadburg and find this guy. Like, alright, that's not a story, that's like a quest.
That's instructions.
Yeah. Right. And I'm not saying like the story doesn't exist or it's all subtle, but because it is so subtle sometimes, it can be easily lost on even the most like hardcore player, because like, oh, I didn't even know all that was in there.
Yeah,
great. But I spent 40 hours with that game. Perfect.
But what I'm saying is, like, you don't need to see it. Like, a player like you who would only experience it for a little bit doesn't necessarily need to see that stuff. That stuff is there for the people who do want to seek it out. It's for the people who are really, really interested in lore and want to decipher it. I've spent a lot of time doing that in Bloodborne, and like, one of the most fun things I've done was not necessarily in the game. It was with other people who've done the same thing, and just like going through our lore theories. Like, did this character fuck this character, and then their offspring became like a demigod or something? That would be cool.
Sure, and I think that gets back to like my original point of like, because that stuff is so buried, like John could just start playing Dark Souls 3 and he wouldn't be like, oh, I'm missing all these winks and nods. It's like, nah, dude, you're like fucking 20 hours of YouTube videos and Reddit posts from 2 years ago behind. Like, don't worry about it. It would take you years to figure all this shit out again.
And 3 is very, very specific with the way it does it. It doesn't, like, outright say, oh, you're that thing from forever ago. It's more like there's one character in the beginning of the game that is just straight up still there, even after, like, thousands of years have passed. And it's, like, it's kind of wild and shocking to see in a weird way, but it's so minuscule, because they don't serve a giant role. Or there's, like, themes that constantly get represented, especially in terms of like level design. There's a poison swamp in this one, just like there was a poison swamp in Dark Souls 1, in Demon Souls, in Dark Souls 2. Well, there wasn't a swamp in Dark Souls 2. There was a big poison area.
So would you say that stuff is referential?
Totally
lazy.
I'd say it's super referential, because the way they do go out of their way to make different twists with them. I feel like with this game, it's kind of wearing out its welcome a little bit more, because it's like, oh, this is the fire hell area. Okay, gotcha. And you can just make the comparisons really easily. You don't see it that much. And one of the reasons I really liked Bloodborne is because they went out of their way to break out of that mold a little bit. there were still some really easy comparisons to make. Like there is a weird poison swamp in that place, but it's also an easy PvP area where people can come in anytime they want. It's also really kind of interestingly designed and up in the clouds and in a nightmare. It's not just, oh, here's a swamp on a map.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really obvious that they're trying to just give the wink and the nod to the player, and this game does a lot of new things, but I feel like the things it relies on don't do it as much for me as it did when Dark Souls 2 had a place like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you said earlier that one character had been there for thousands of years. Was that like is that like the actual number?
I don't know like the actual number. There's a weird time skip between 1 and 2 where they clearly reference like, hey, this is the future and eons have passed, but still everyone has swords and armor for some reason.
Yeah,
and
so I was going to ask, like, does that ever at some point become like kind of almost like annoyance that the world seems to like have not changed like enough for there to be thousands of years passing?
Sort of. I can definitely see that, but also like, what's the best way to word this? The world does change. Like, the world changes in a lot of really interesting ways.
So are you like on the same map? Like,
no,
are you in the same?
No. Every single one is different.
Like,
then why the fuck is there always a poisonous swamp? You're actually making me not like these games more. And I really like. To be fair, like I like these games. I like Dark Souls 2 a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not obsessed over them, but
Right.
like the idea that they're reusing stuff and they just make a couple changes and it's like, yeah, it's a reference. Like if you did that in like, and I know Mario does that sometimes as well. It's like, oh, the beginning of this is like 1-1,
Yeah.
like. But at some point, if you aren't doing enough different stuff, like it's stale.
Yeah. I agree.
That's sad to see. Like this is I don't even know if I would call. Again, I'm not deep into these games, but I don't even know if I would call this iterative. I would just call this Dark Souls : The New Beginning. Like I don't even know if I would call this a numbered title at this point.
Now, this kind of goes into what I wanted to ask here, because there are changes in between each Dark Souls game, obviously. What would you say is the big change in Dark Souls 3 for experienced players?
Everything is on fire.
Okay. Great.
Including the poison swamp?
There are some pyromancers there, I believe.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. There's a lot of fire in that game, and it's like, it plays into the major themes of the game, because fire breeds life, and causes rebirth, while darkness causes everything to recede. I'm going off. You don't want to hear this. But it's like...
No, I don't.
Essentially, it's like, the reason stuff keeps, like, starting and restarting and changing but not changing is, like, that's just core to the ideas of not only Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, and I don't necessarily like how much they've leaned on it in 3, but I'm still super, super enjoying this game and having a ton of fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
But
what about gameplay-wise? That's kind of what I meant. Are there any big gameplay changes, or are there any that, like, say, a normal person would recognize, or is it more just, like, minuscule things that people who play a shit ton of them would understand?
It plays specifically a lot like 1. They added battle arts, which are really interesting. Every single weapon in the game has, like, a unique skill, and you can, when you activate it, it, like, adds more depth and diversity to the weapons. So like, all the long swords don't have the same exact move set. Like, you might want to take this one because you can do a stance with it, which adds some special attacks. Or you might want to take this one because you get a nice sweeping attack. And it scales better with, like, the stats you're going into. Like, there's a whole ton of weapons in this game, but compared to Dark Souls 2, where everything was literally the same, and you just picked whatever you thought looked the best, or had, like, better minuscule stats, like, every single one feels unique. and that's really interesting to me.
That does sound cool.
Yeah.
Now that you've certainly put a lot of time into Dark Souls and like Souls games. Like we know that Bloodborne 2 is probably coming next year, and
is it?
We can, I believe, that has either been confirmed or like heavily assumed.
That'd be fucked up. I kind of hate that. I really love Bloodborne, like in its own little vacuum.
Yeah. So there is, I believe that's not just rumor, but for sure there will be another Dark Souls. I assume.
Yeah.
And there will probably be another Bloodborne, considering how well that sold. Are you just down for more of these games if they keep going the way they have been? Like,
if the next one borrows so much from like previous games to the point of like where you were saying you're kind of getting tired of it this time, would another like version of that be too much for you to bear for you to just kind of like not recommend it to people?
Probably. The thing that I'm really enjoying about this one is that specifically it's not Dark Souls 2. Like they went out of their way.
Right.
They went out of their way to make like it's kind of a weird statement where they're essentially saying, "Hey, we're sorry about that Dark Souls 2 we released. Here's the real one."
That's like, oh, dude,
it's real strange.
Like all of this just makes me never want to play Dark Souls 3.
I totally understand, but I am super enjoying it. It's been
like
if
I own Dark Souls, if I own Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, and Bloodborne, I have the 3 versions, and unless they do something different, I have the 3 versions.
There's a lot of. I think what Dark Souls 3 benefits from really is the time gap between it and Dark Souls 1. Like people have really wanted to play more of that game, and that's essentially what Dark Souls 3 is.
Sure, it's so fucking like specific.
It is
like how weapons feel, and like it's so specific that from like even from someone who has played those games and enjoyed them, it's like y'all crazy. Y'all some crazy motherfuckers. Like you want to talk like it would be like if every year someone was like, like Madden 15 is the real one, but like Madden 14, like the quarterback felt loose, and those people exist, and we ignore them. So it's even crazier that Dark Souls people are like out there in Enforce, and you all can vote and stuff. Like,
considering how like yearly releasey it's been for God, I don't remember like ever since Dark Souls 2. Yeah,
it's been 3 years.
It does kind of feel like the Madden for awful fucking nerds.
And that's why like if Bloodborne 2 is a thing and comes out next year, and I'm not just making that up.
But also it's an incredibly well designed and super well thought out Madden.
Sure, but so is Super Mario World, and if that came out every year since then, none of us would like it.
But it has. Do you know how many fucking Kaizo goddamn versions of that are out?
We don't play those.
I know, but they're there. That exists. They're not Nintendo branded, but they exist.
Exactly. Like, just because they exist doesn't mean like legit. Like if Nintendo every year said like it's Super Mario 29.
That's why they put out Super Mario Maker. So they could capitalize on that shit.
I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't think that what Michael's trying to say is that like Dark Souls is this shitty like churned out stuff. Obviously, I just feel like they need like I do think that after so many of these games, I think after this one, there should be some sort of shake-up or some sort of break.
Or
else people are going to get sick of it.
I totally agree, but you can also tell they have the capacity to do something completely different because they put out Bloodborne, and it's such a wildly crazy different game from those other ones.
I suppose. I mean...
It feels like this one is very intentional in the ways it's referential, but like...
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like, that seems less like them relying on it too much and more like a design choice. It's not a great design choice, but it's what they went with.
Okay.
Like, sure, like, I'm not disagreeing with you, but it's like, I would believe that more if they went out and did it. Like, if they went out and changed things up. And,
They did. There's a lot of unique stuff in Dark Souls 3. It's just the stuff that's not is pretty... It stands out very, very, like a sore thumb.
The fact that, like you have to dive so deep to figure out the differences tells me it's not different enough.
Oh, no. No. Like, the bosses in this game are completely wildly different. A lot of them are more puzzle-focused instead of just, hey, dodge this. It's like, you have to find exactly where, like, the weird abstract point where you can attack is. And it's like, it's real interesting stuff. It's stuff they haven't done since Demon Souls. And I really like it.
Sure. I mean, and that's cool. But I feel like what John and I and Ashley are kind of getting at is like from an outsider's perspective of people who have played those games and actually enjoyed them but aren't crazy. From an outsider's perspective, it's like these games are the same. Like
kind of.
And as someone who would really like to buy into that franchise and be a part of it, it's just sort of like, I don't, like, all right, call me when, it does something different. Y'all just, like, it feels like the Batman franchise, where, yeah, these games are wildly different in very key ways, but if I showed you Asylum and showed you Night, you would be like, that's the same game, you silly person.
Yeah.
Like, you would be like, you're floating just like in that one. Like, you'd be like, yeah, it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
So that's what it feels like.
I totally,
and guess
totally
what?
get you, and I do not disagree with you.
And I got sick of Batman. So
let me be fair, because I buy Pokemon games every year.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
a long list. It's a long list.
Let's be real. Like, I don't know. Like, I see. That's the thing is that like I understand your argument, because as someone who, like I just said, buys Pokemon every year, I completely understand why the average Joe would look at each Pokemon game and be like, oh, that's the same.
Yeah.
But every year I feel like it's worth buying the new one, because it's like, oh, here's this little thing that they added.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Incrementally. Like, I think the problem with Dark Souls, like, air quotes problem getting into it, is that I look at the original Demon Souls or Dark Souls, and I look at the newest one, and there isn't that jump. Like, if, say, someone played Gen 3 of Pokemon, and then the new gen came out, and they want to hop into that, like, there is a noticeable difference, and it's like, okay, I can hop in here, it will still make sense. Like, the thing with Dark Souls is that, you kind of have to keep up with it in order to keep playing these games. And I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, I'm just saying for someone who just kind of wants to get into it, that is a problem. But I apologize that this is kind of what the conversation turned into.
No, it's fine.
Because, please, is there anything that you want to just say about Dark Souls 3 that, you want to actually talk about that isn't just us whining that we don't get it?
No, I can totally see your point. It would actually be really interesting to me to see people who did jump in at Dark Souls 3 as their first game and see like their opinions on it. But I don't know a lot of people who've done that because, as you said,
no.
I'm literally crazy. But I've really been enjoying it. I'm in 20 hours so far. I've been playing as my Demon Souls character, Jordan John Cena, and I've been rocking the Zweihander, and it's been really, really enjoyable. Like, a big aspect of that game for weird, awful people like me is the PvP, and I've really have been having a lot of fun with that, because no one knows how to deal with the Zweihander. Like,
alright.
And
what is that?
It's a very big sword.
Okay.
If you like very big swords, you'll like Dark Souls 3.
Play Final Fantasy VII, and then play Dark Souls 3.
Play Final Fantasy VIII, and your sword has a gun.
That's true.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a gun sword in Bloodborne.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Play Bloodborne, it's great. That's on.
You play a card game in school?
No. There's no card game.
Are there GFs in Bloodborne?
We should move on. We need to move to news.
There's one, and she's beautiful.
Great. But no, Scott, just to wrap it up, is there any last things that you want to mention about Dark Souls? We could always have you on next week again to talk about it again.
I'll have different opinions since I finally beat it. But
okay.
No, I'm still having fun with it. I've been playing it nonstop since its release.
That's good. All right. Well, we'll check back in with you maybe next week. So yeah, let's get into news. We only have 3 bits of news here, so
Yeah, I was.
let's...
I was actually literally too busy playing Dark Souls to find news.
It's fine, yeah. Just that'll be your news section is talking about Dark Souls. So,
the Dark Souls update.
Ashley, how about you go first? Because let's break you in here. Let's get you to do a news article.
Okay. So you may know about Leslie Benzies. I think that's how you pronounce that name.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now ex-president at Rockstar North. He kind of went on a sabbatical in 2014.
Yes.
That
was right after GTA 5 came out.
Yeah, and so I think a lot of people assumed that he's just taking a break because release of this huge game. That takes it takes a lot out of you, I assume.
Sure.
Absolutely.
But now that seems to a lot of weirder stuff was going on during that where he left he left for good earlier this year, and now he is suing Rockstar North and Take-Two for $150 million.
Oh, wait, 150? I thought it was 15 million.
150.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah, and so that is for unpaid royalties.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot. Well, I assumed I think there's another story about GTA 5 where GTA Online made $500 million.
Yeah,
those games. Hey, the GTA games are incredibly popular.
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
And so he apparently there has been kind of a lot of kind of bad blood between him and Sam and Dan Houser, where apparently they at one point tried to kind of force him out of the company.
There was a story of him trying to walk back in after his sabbatical and his card didn't work.
Yeah, they deactivated his card and then someone working there came out to tell him to go away.
Yeah, security let him in, and then an office manager was like, "Hey, you need to leave," and wouldn't tell him why.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Which would have been a weird day. Imagine being that office manager. The president comes in, and the owner's in your ear, tell that guy to leave. What? Tell that guy to leave. I buy the staplers when they run out. I make sure toner's filled up. What do you mean, tell that guy to leave? He's my boss. Tell that guy to leave.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just a wild thing that's happening, and to make it even more wild, Rockstar has filed a countersuit where they are saying that Benzie did not leave with a good reason, which would nullify any royalty paychecks that he would get.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess Take-Two forced him, or didn't force, but made him and the Housers sign a contract in 2009 that gave him all similar royalties, and then so he's like, "Yo, honor this," and they're like, "You left.
Oh, geez.
You don't get it." Yeah. And then there's some weird stories coming out and all the legal paperwork that I have popping up on Twitter and stuff of just strippers and drugs and stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, hey, guess what? Working at Rockstar while making a GTA game is a lot like running around in a GTA game.
Yeah, I've heard it's very wild.
Yeah, some of those stories are getting out. So
I wonder if the next GTA game will have biting satire again about Take-Two and Rockstar.
There's a guy named Leslie Benzies on the radio, and he's a real dick.
Yeah.
He's just man, Rick Star Knicks. Oh, they owe me the money.
Yeah, he's gonna be a hobo, and he's I got the sores.
Yeah, that seems about their level of writing.
Yeah, that's the maturity of a Rockstar game.
Look forward to GTA 6.
I hope, I don't like hearing stories like this, but man, it's Schadenfreude.
Yeah.
At 100%.
It's upsetting but fascinating. You can't look. It's a train wreck. You can't look away.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the. Continue.
No, I just it's a story that I am very much looking forward to seeing develop, just because it
of course
it keeps getting wilder.
Keep us posted, Ashley. Definitely.
Will do.
All right, thank you, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a little story to tell us? A little yarn to spin?
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The developer and publisher behind World of Tanks, Wargaming, it wants to help esports players create an esports players union.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
Sounds
World of
admirable.
Tanks is actually pretty huge.
Yeah.
It does terrific in Europe, I know that, and it has a pretty large scene here in the United States. And of course, esports in itself is getting bigger and bigger. I actually recently saw a commercial on TBS about an upcoming esports show that they have, which is surreal. And I know drone races are soon to come to ESPN next year.
the fuck?
Whoa.
Yeah. Like drones with cameras, and you put on a mask that lets you see what the drone sees, and only that, and then you have a remote control. So
I'm
Oh,
loving the
boy.
cyberpunk
future is
we're
now.
in.
It's, just put the chip in your head. So yeah, Wargaming, I guess, has seen. They didn't really go into specifics. They have seen some issues and incidents recently, and through, I guess, the last couple months and years, where they think that the time is now for a players' union. And for those who don't know, like, every major sports league has one. The MLB has one, the NFL, the NBA, where the NBA, or I'll use the NBA as an example. Like, the NBA is its own entity. It's the league. It is usually made up of the league owners, the owners of all the teams, and whoever the commissioner in that group is. They decide the rules, they decide the referees, they decide all that stuff. But because it is a commissioners group and owners, they don't always have what's best interest of the players. I know back in the day, the MLB used to pay their players crap. They used to make them buy the uniforms. They used to, like, all kinds of stuff. They were essentially signed contracts that forced them to play baseball. Whereas nowadays, you're, like, guaranteed money. You know, you're guaranteed you can't be traded if you're injured. You're guaranteed to be treated by the team. Like, things have changed, and that's because of players' unions. So Wargaming thinks that it's time for esports players to have their own players' union to protect themselves from esports leagues, because MLG, Wargaming, Riot, Steam, and Valve, they have what's in best interest for the game and for their companies. No matter how nice or nice-seeming those companies are, they maybe don't always have what's in best interest of the player. So to ensure that a players' league would protect themselves. And Wargaming doesn't even want to have anything to do with it. They're going to help. They say they're going to offer legal assistance and to make sure that they're properly protected, but they don't want to run it. They just want to help create it. So I thought that was really, really good of them. Like,
Yeah.
That's neat.
Wargaming and World of Tanks is kind of ignored, even though it's pretty big. So I thought that was, like, that's good on them for helping players out.
Good story, yeah.
I feel like World of Tanks is ignored, especially kind of by the larger press, because it was at so many trade shows for so many years.
Right, yeah. It still is. Like, I saw it at PAX when I went early last year. Was that last year? The year before.
They just pulled out of E3, I think. They were
Yeah.
one of those studios that pulled out of E3. So
Yeah, it's them and
Yeah.
Disney and EA.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
and
but-
there's no reason for them to be there. Like, that's not where they make their money anymore, and their job is, like, because they're free to play. Like, their job is trying to attain new players and retain current ones. So.
yeah.
And I know they do crazy fucking trips. I know, like, they once took a bunch of press to, like, Russia and showed them tanks.
Jesus.
Yeah. I believe at
Yeah.
the last PAX I went to, I think they had, like, sign up and we can go, like, paintballing. Like, what?
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
they do crazy shit, and it's kind of dope. But I saw this and I was like, man, good on them. Like, maybe
Yeah.
it's a little too early, but I like have the precedent set and don't have, like,
Yeah, it's better
poor
to
esports players.
It's better to do it early than to do it like, oh shit, we need this right now.
Yeah, because, like, if I think I mentioned the story. Like esports players don't like live great. Like they play 8 to 12 hours a day. They sometimes live in houses with the teammates. Giant Bomb from years ago has like a tour of StarCraft Korean players' home, and they're like living in bunk beds. And they have like huge rice makers that just make tons of rice, and they just go into a room and play together, and it's intense. And like you're 18 to maybe 27, maybe 30 if you've got good reflexes. Like that's not a long time.
Yeah.
So and you're like tearing up your wrist, and you know who knows what else. And 30's stretching it. Like we're talking like 25, 26. So it's intense, and they should be able to protect themselves. So.
All right. Well, I will do the last bit of news here. This is one of my favorite bits of news that I have heard about in recent times.
Yeah, I saw this and got excited.
This tickles my retro gaming itch, especially with a Neo Geo fighting game. So I'll just get to it. This last weekend, from the one that you are listening to this currently, so this was like March or like early March. There was Midwest Gaming Classic, which is a Milwaukee retro gaming convention. Now, normally you wouldn't expect there to be any news out of a retro gaming event. Yeah. It's all old games, you know. But NeoGeo.com forum user Neo Turfmaster arrived on the scene with one of the most interesting finds in the Neo Geo community in ages. He found an unfinished prototype of a fighting game that nobody knows anything about. Like, they don't know who designed it. They don't know the name of the game. They don't know when it was supposed to come out. All they know is what's on this ROM. And the extra interesting bit is that it might have been a D&D fighting game. Because each character, like, all the characters are archetypes that you would see in D&D, like a knight, a mage, like all that stuff, a thief. But each character, you can choose between 3 different stances: lawful, neutral, and chaotic.
Yeah.
Wow.
And each stance changes how they look and some of their moves. Like, for example, one of the characters that was finished was a girl who has a wolf. And when she's lawful, the wolf is like this white wolf. It's like it'll sit, and it's all cute. When she's neutral, it's a gray wolf, and it's like it's like in an attack pose, but it doesn't seem too angry. And when it's chaotic, it's a pure black wolf, and it's like standing up, snarling. Like, yeah, so you can, because the game is so unfinished, Neo Turfmaster actually had to rip life bars from another game and shove it in there so you can actually play it. Yeah, like it's technically playable, and if you go onto Chooch, there's a link to the NeoGeo.com forum thread where Neo Turfmaster posted about this, and he actually dumped the ROM online.
Oh, sick!
And I think it's playable in MAME, or at the very least, it's playable in MAME. But I mean, it's not really something that you can like actively, play with your friends because a lot of the characters are unfinished. But it's neat to see this piece of history, especially because nobody knows what the hell it is.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of people are trying to get in contact with Japanese game developers and be like, "Hey, do you know who made this?" Because it's interesting to note that it's a semi-recent thing that there are even complete credits. In Japanese games. Like, if you try to... like, I listen to Retronauts a lot, and they'll talk about NES games, and they'll be like, we don't actually know with 100% accuracy when the NES came out in Japan or in the US. Like, we don't actually know this, because there just wasn't documentation.
Yeah.
They don't know 100... Like, it's difficult to know exactly who worked on a lot of classic arcade games because there's no credits.
Yeah, and if there are credits, a lot of them are like pseudonyms.
Yeah,
that also happened in America, but it died off a lot faster than it did in Japan, and only a couple of people became prominent because of their games. Like it was like Miyamoto and Kojima, and now recently we know a lot more developers from Japan, but back in the day that was not the case at all.
Yeah, they were usually they would use pseudonyms or nicknames because they were afraid of other Japanese companies essentially stealing their talent.
Yeah.
So they would give different names so that nobody could come steal their talent.
Yeah.
Which is fucking paranoia. That's really don't want to steal fucking Streets of Rage 2's fucking designer.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
But
You mentioned how ridiculous it is to even have like a brand new Neo Geo game, and I know the Neo Geo's been out for a long time and the library for it is pretty defined, but I think one thing that's important to keep in mind that this is evidence of is that games get made and then just shelved all the time. Like there's so many games we don't know anything about that are just completely lost to time, and it's so interesting seeing this like peek behind the curtain, and here's this one thing that seems really cool, and we never got a chance to play it, but, for whatever reason it was dropped, and that's unfortunate.
We talked about Saints Row Undercover when that was, was revealed.
Star Fox 2, and, there was that Superman game based on Superman Returns that never released, but, was made. Star Fox 2 was, done. Yeah, there's a ton of games, especially older games, because they were easier to make.
Yeah.
Just never came out.
Yep.
Just they exist somewhere.
I wouldn't be surprised if there were more Neo Geo games that, nobody even knew existed.
Just got to go to more Japanese auctions and buy fucking unlabeled Neo Geo ROMs, like this guy did.
But but also, I imagine Japanese developers at the time were super super protective of their IP. So usually they just scrapped everything. Even games as late as Final Fantasy IX, which just came out on Steam. They can't get an HD re-release. I love that game, okay? You can't get an HD re-release of that game because the concept art for it was just thrown away. It's just gone. You can't use that for the backgrounds anymore. You can't find the original music. The entire thing would have to be redone. That's how recent these trends continued going.
Yeah. And
it's disappointing. I'd love to see a lot of older games get brought back or, get new versions of them. But that's just the way the market goes.
HD Burger Time.
HD Burger Time. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, go on to on Chooch. I embedded some videos that Jeremy Parrish of US Gamer and Retronauts, he took some video of this game. I guess some people are calling it Dragon's Heaven.
Ooh, that's an alright name.
Which is it's a pretty tight name.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Call my bedroom.
Oh shit!
But
yeah, we're trying to earn that explicit rating.
Yeah, no, I will definitely update y'all if anyone finds anything else. If maybe another version of this game exists somewhere on another ROM.
Maybe
who knows? But
it's surprising that this even came out. Yeah.
Michael, would you like to move on to questions?
Questions. You can send questions at videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask, or you can email us at podcast@videogamechoochoo. And if you email us and ask us a question at podcast@videogamechoochoo, I will reply with a smiley face.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Or a picture of John's underwear.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Where do you get that photo?
That's for me to know and for me to know. The first question comes from neopets.org.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And they ask, is there a video game that, when mentioned, immediately makes you feel physically ill? What? Physically ill.
Pokemon Channel. I spent money on that game.
Oh boy, God. I
mean,
I don't know if I've talked about my extreme dislike for Final Fantasy 13 on the podcast before, but I hate that game. I really just I hate the shit out of that game so much.
But Lightning.
Yeah, she's beautiful. Returns. She's so perfect.
She's a model.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to buy a Louis Vuitton bag?
Yeah, I do. I love Final Fantasy.
John, you got a game that makes you physically ill.
Don't say.
Well, I
don't
mean,
say
every
Dark
time
Souls.
I see, no, every time I see Witch in the 100 Night somewhere, I want to cry.
Cool. I'll start texting you images of it.
Yeah, no. Look, one time I went to my semi-local game store and they had a huge fucking statue of the witch from that game.
Jesus.
And I took a picture like next to it. Like I still have the picture saved on my phone. I'll post that somewhere because I'm just like, oh fuck, like oh god, I could not believe it. Like, who played that game? Who
You?
loved that game that much? Yeah, I guess. Like, I don't get it. I don't know who played that game and thought that was incredible. Like, what the fuck? She's got big witch titties. I guess that's good enough for everyone. There are... You can find other witch titties out there on the internet, and you don't have to play a bad game to find them, okay?
Mine would be... I don't really have a game that makes you physically ill, but probably Superman 64.
Oh, boy.
It is a bad game.
I bought that because my dad was really into Superman.
Oh,
And I
jeez.
was like, yeah, all right, I like Superman. And then this fucking piece of shit instead of a fucking cart. Fuck that stupid fucking game. Fucking Witch in the 100 Night bullshit. Doesn't even fucking measure up. Fucking Flight to the Rings. Can't see 5 feet in front of you. Fuck.
Now,
Shoeless asks...
Wait.
This one is directed to Ashley.
did Ashley
uh,
mention a game
Yeah.
she hated?
Oh, did she?
I said Pokemon Channel.
Oh,
That's a
right.
game where you
Yeah.
just watch
Right.
fucking TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a game.
I thought everyone went.
Okay.
Shoeless asks Ashley, as a newcomer to the Chooch scene, what is your plan to defeat and usurp your terrible leader, John Machado?
Well, I mean, I think he just gave us the plan. I just got text him Witch in the 109 images.
Yep. Just text him that, and then in the middle of the night, just text him the word Jonathan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now
or
I have
Mike
to-
Kazumano's face.
Yeah. I have to come up with different plans for all of you if I truly want to rule.
You can
Damn.
have it.
I am.
You can have it.
We are
Okay.
set to fight each other. That
Yeah.
that is 100% true. Me and Ashley are going to fight.
Yeah, we are.
Mm-hmm.
For,
I think
for
it's-
a prize I don't know if is 100% worth it.
Look out for that on Machonsky Mania.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll happen. That's a real thing that'll happen. Machonsky Mania. And finally, Anonymous asks, what should I eat for my din-dins?
Well, what do they have?
I have given you all the information that is available to me.
Can you make assumptions about what they have?
You can make whatever... I have given you all the information. You can make whatever assumptions or answers you wish. What should they eat for my din-dins? I'm going to assume this person, because they don't call it dinner, must want like some sort of mush because they don't know how to cook.
Yeah. I could go for a sweet mush right now.
There you go, sweet mush.
Just like Mama
Sweet
used
John.
to.
mush.
Me mush.
Some
John.
delicious mush.
John, what should this person eat for their din-dins? Din-dins
You know
is
what?
hyphenated. I don't know if you're supposed to.
Oh
hyphenate
shit, that makes all the difference.
I think so.
Yeah.
It does. You know, I'm gonna say treat yourself. Go out and get some breakfast for dinner.
Oh!
Go get some like pancakes, some eggs, some bacon. Go for
That's-
it. You know.
That's sick.
That's treating
Yeah.
yourself. That's treating yourself.
I mean, for din.
Where for go to IHOP?
It's
that's
Brenner,
treating yourself?
dude.
Well, I mean, you're not going to Waffle House.
Yeah.
You're going to
That's
IHOP.
treating yourself.
That's not a.
Yeah.
That's not a treat. That's.
No, if going to Waffle House is traitoring yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're actively
You
your
should
own nemesis.
You should eat sushi.
Yeah.
There you go. Go to a nice sushi bar.
Sushi rules.
Bring a friend. Sit at the sushi bar and watch them make it. Now that's treating yourself.
There is.
That does sound fun too. Yeah.
There's.
That is nice.
Do what I'm going to do after this podcast ends and make yourself a turkey sandwich.
Ooh.
They're simple
There
and
you
they're
go.
tasty.
Mhm.
Last night,
What do you put on your turkey?
I'm a simple girl, just turkey. And
Oh,
maybe
wow.
some-
just straight
I'll
up
probably-
turkey, really?
I'll probably
Oh.
put some cheese on there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Come
kind?
on.
Right now, I just have American. I'm a eventually get some, I'll probably pick up some cheddar tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Respect that. I respect that.
You put some pickles on that, a little bit of mustard. Should be Swiss or provolone. You're just making all kinds of mistakes.
Jeez, Michael.
I don't like pickles.
Last night, after everyone was asleep, I fired up my fucking frying pan, took like the couple pieces of beef I had left that were about to turn bad, and I just made some goddamn perfect, like, we didn't have like sandwich rolls, so I made like Philly cheese wraps, and they were delicious. Like threw in some green peppers, some onions, diced them up, and then like I topped them off with mozzarella cheese, and that was some good ass shit. So do that.
There you go. That's 4 different answers, and you can send questions at videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask, or if you would like a smiley,
food.
Yeah,
too bad, or if you want a smiley face or a picture of John's underwear, you can send a question to podcast@videogamechoochoo.com. That would be an email. You can email us.
Wait a minute.
Emails.
I have another question about the question, if it's not too late.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, I'm closing out the questions tab, but yeah.
By the time they listen to this podcast, will they have already eaten dinner?
The cool thing about like dinner is it happens every day.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
So they can really just take all 4 of our suggestions and do them all, and then write back in and say which one of us was the best.
So they were actually planning ahead for themselves. They didn't know what they wanted to have for dinner like 4 days from now.
I'm going to guess that the person who said din-dins wasn't planning anything.
Fair point.
That's just my guess.
Don't be mean.
I'm not being mean.
You kind of are.
I googled the word din-din, and it said a child's word for dinner. Google was insulting them more than I am. So, thank you everyone who sent questions. I hope everyone enjoys their din-din.
Me too.
All right. And that should do it for this episode of the podcast. Ashley, thank you so much for joining us on this heinous occasion.
I've had more heinous occasions. Some of them with you, John.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I bet.
Every occasion with John is a heinous occasion.
Yeah, no, I've actually hung out with Ashley in person in the past.
Nice.
I bought her a soda one time.
You bought me a tall soda.
Nice.
Yeah, I did.
That I sipped for like 4 hours.
Was it a 40?
That was a night.
Was it a 40
we didn't talk
ounce
about
of soda?
the 40.
Was it a 40 ounce of soda?
Oh, we didn't
was
talk
it
about
100,
40s.
100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100.
Oh
After-
my god.
100, 100, 100, 100.
After all the Steel
No,
Worldwide that we watched, like, when
Let's
was
end,
it?
let's end this.
Okay, fine.
Let's not promote that guy's shit.
Label
Yeah,
out.
Jesus.
You could say we're approaching
Right.
the swill of this podcast.
Oh my god.
Malt liquor.
Malt liquor.
I have
And
no idea
this.
what's happening.
You just don't want to end this fucking
All right.
fucking
I wish I had
train
a
wreck.
glass bottle
but
and
no,
I tackled it
Ashley-
so hard right now.
Ashley, would you like to talk about anything that you do other than
that didn't
shoot
work.
stuff?
So I have 2 other podcasts than this. I am the co-host of Totally Reprise, which is a podcast where we watch all of Totally Spies for some reason.
Fuck, that's good. That's real good.
People tell me that they enjoyed it, and I still believe they're lying to me.
I want to listen to that.
Well, you can listen at Totally Reprise on Twitter, and that has all of our links. It's on iTunes.
Nice. I'm gonna look that up.
And then I also have another podcast, which I am the, like, kind of weirdly the subject of, called Let Me Tell You About Homestuck.
Oh,
Where-
Christ.
Someone who is very into Homestuck tells me, who has never read it and doesn't like it that much, about Homestuck.
God, you could do that on this. That's this podcast, but with anime.
And if you want to see my bad tweets, I am at Yuri_librarian on Twitter.
They're fantastic tweets,
Alright.
and I think you're fantastic.
Aw, thank you, Scott.
These other two,
Yeah,
they're okay.
Okay,
We'll have
yeah.
links. We'll have a link to your Twitter, at least, in the show description.
Okay.
But, yeah, Scott, would you like to remind everybody about your other projects?
Hey, I'm Scott, otherwise known as Socks Mahoney, or You can find my wrestling Twitter, Socks Jabroni, and I also do a comedy professional wrestling podcast called Wrestling on Air with the boys from WrestlingOnEarth.com. We're set to record an episode tomorrow, I think. So look forward to that.
Okay. Michael, is there anything that you want to talk about?
That photo of your underwear is probably pretty high up there.
Can you send that to me?
I mean, it's not safe for life.
Do I have to send you a question first?
You have to,
Okay.
You have to send the question in the email. You have to subscribe to my newsletter.
Jeez.
The newsletter
Is the
just a
newsletter
picture.
just like a printed out photo of the photo every single month?
No, it's actually about chemtrails. So
Oh,
Okay.
But is the picture in it? Like, even tiny?
it's just a fucking Polaroid, and I actually asked that you send it back because it's the only copy I have. Let's wrap this podcast
The
up.
picture's in the
Let's end-
chemtrails.
Yeah, that's what they're spraying down on us. Let's end this podcast.
All right, well, that should do it for this episode.
Chugga.
We'll be back with another episode next week. I don't know what content we're going to have on the site, but
Dark
we'll
Souls
have
3, Dark Souls 3 review. We're gonna try to get a video. No promises.
Ryan is
some.
writing
Yeah, no
that,
promises, but yeah, Ryan's
Okay.
going to be posting the review of Dark Souls 3. Hopefully, that will be up by the time you listen to this, if not very soon after. But yeah, we're going to have more Dark Souls coverage, because that's what
Nice.
people want,
right? Nice!
you know?
Yeah.
What people
Crazy
like.
people. Crazy people.
But yeah, that should do it for this episode. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
100, 100, 100, 100.